I'll just cut it.
Just make it clap.
Oh, I was going to clap my cheeks. Oh.
My podcast brings all the boys to the yard, and I'm like, it's better than yours.
Hey.
Damn right. It's better than yours. I can speak to you, and we don't even charge. Yes, team.
Well, go on.
It's
What
been
we
a
saying?
minute.
It's been a hot
It's
minute.
been a hot second. I feel like we haven't done a podcast since 2012. About that.
How long has it actually been?
I reckon it's been about
A
four
couple of months. We've done Q&As.
Yeah, but not like pods.
So not pods. And we've got a special guest. We have Mr. Eco Flow himself, Tom
You can feel the wind,
Watson.
can't you?
I can.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I can feel the wind around you because you fart a lot.
Oh, it's nice though. It smells good. I actually did that on set
What, farted?
into Anthony's face.
Is it?
Yeah, he got
How
angry.
did he take it?
Not well, and then you know what I do.
Yeah. He said,
Knocked him out.
I'm going to knock you
Yeah.
out. Tom tells everyone he's going to knock him out for no apparent reason whatsoever.
See that arm?
No.
Okay, but you see that forearm. Look at that.
That forearm is
damn,
wham though. Okay.
damn.
Fair play.
You know what I'm doing?
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Good save. Good
That
save.
was a good save.
Hallie, you good? Sick.
French dog.
French dog.
No, it's not good down that path.
It's not good there. Cheers, boys. Pink
Cheers.
Monster's up.
These are the rosé ones.
Yeah, I believe this is the best monster.
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree.
okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2. Oh, I can't get my finger under it.
Neither.
I've got no nails, bro. 1, 2, 3.
That's a
Good bunch of
satisfying.
dancers all in time with each other. That's
Yeah.
nice. I'm going to move this way while I have my
Oh,
first
I
sip.
feel like I broke my nail.
Bro, you think you're going to knock everyone out, but you can't even open a can.
I don't need nails to knock someone out.
You
You might.
absolute melt.
You're the biggest melt.
I can tell what sort of episode it's going to be today. Do you want to handle that, pal?
No, because my ego won't allow that. My ego.
Your
My
eco.
ego. What
Right.
did you call him earlier? Eco Flow?
Yeah,
That's my name.
that's his name.
My dance name. Oh, there it
He's
is.
got a dance name.
Is
He's-
it?
Yeah, he's hip-hop, bro.
Hip-hop,
It's like
bro.
Tight Eyes isn't called Tight Eyes, is he?
Today. I'm called Tight Eyes.
I was going to do it, but
God.
I stopped. I'm glad you did it. So, guys, it's been a minute. What's been going on in the world? Loads. Do you know what? Actually, we'll talk about it. I was really fortunate enough to choreograph. We can't say anything about the actual job or the description of the job due to
NDA.
NDAs. But I was got to co-choreograph with Lizzie Goff, a dope TV show, and I was really buzzing because I got to hire Tom on it.
Lit
That's really
job.
dope.
And it was such a nice, like, full circle moment. Because it was like, I had this, like, I've told you this already, but I had, like, this burst of pride, like, on set, like, watching how, like, he conducted himself like a true, like, pro. And, like, you could tell after the first day, like, everyone on set loved Tom.
To give context, teacher student.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
taught Tom your whole time at college. you
Yeah,
know?
3 years.
The full 3, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts, man, to see him, like, conducting himself on set, and, like, you could tell, like, he was the favourite of all the runners and hair and makeup and that. They'd all, like, be, oh, where's Tom? They
It's
loved
the
him.
smile. The wink.
It's the wink.
And it was, like, proper proud moment, and then even when, like, stuff wouldn't work, he could solve the problem himself, do you know what I mean?
Obviously, it's
No, I
student
appreciate you, man.
I was super proud of you, bro.
Boom.
There you go, there's that moment. Then other than that, he's an absolute
Melt.
melt.
Can't knock
No.
anyone out.
But no, it was sick, and it wasn't even like a huge job, but I had this feeling. I was like, I feel like this is gonna lead on to other things
For you or for both?
for him more than
Well,
me.
I'm both.
Well, hopefully for me too.
I
But I
reckon
had a
so.
feeling like, and it's
It has.
paying off. It's like
Yeah, more seasons.
they're
to go.
greenlighting more seasons and they want
Is
him
it?
in. Yeah,
Gangster.
I'm so gassed.
so gassed, super dope.
Yeah,
And,
congrats to both of you.
On this journey, I got asked my availability for Kelly Rowland.
We
Oh.
were manifesting, weren't we, on
And
set?
I got asked my availability, and I told Tom, I was like, I'm going to do it. I was like, I'm going to make it happen. And then one day we drove all the way to North London from here. So it was like, it worked out about an hour and 40 minutes. And all we had was Kelly Rowland on repeat. Literally at 5 a.m. driving down the M4. I had my hands off the steering wheel, didn't I, like this? Going,
Yeah.
baby, I'm your being motivation. Like this driving.
I don't
Dance
think you meant to
gods,
say that
take
publicly.
I was going, dance gods, take me, take me. In
And
it,
they
like
did.
true,
And they
like
took
you.
it's
Yeah.
real. And I just kept saying, didn't I? I was like, I'm gonna do it, bro. I was like, it's gonna happen.
When you sent that message.
and you were like, it's gonna happen
Yeah.
too. And then when I booked it, I was like, yeah.
And it
he
looks
was,
so good as well.
and he was like, "Yo, you made that happen." Like, I believed it so hard.
It's all you were thinking about. The
It
whole
was
day.
the whole
you were
day,
just on
wasn't
your
it?
phone.
I was like, I need to know if it's happening.
Do you guys believe in manifestation?
100%.
Do you?
Yeah, everything comes from the imagination, right?
Go
Literally.
on. That's deep.
No, it does.
Keep going.
Everything comes from the imagination. Like the light bulb, someone had to think
Boom.
about light being created before it was made, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same, I think, for anything in the universe.
Fairs. I mean, I
Do
don't know
you?
if I believe.
I think there's people that
I'll-
take it the wrong way,
Yeah.
right? Like they just start saying, "Oh, I'm manifesting."
Well, it's like, have you seen that? What's that one where it's about getting rich? And it's like, if you think you believe you'll be rich, you'll be rich. Like, I don't believe in that.
No.
At all.
No, I think
But
you got to
Maybe
manifest
let's
it and
not
then
play
do.
fetch. 'Cause
Sorry, yeah.
she's just gonna do now. Now we're not gonna get rid of her for the next hour. Good job, you're on dog sitting duties. I'll just ignore her. I believed I could do it because I knew I was right for the job.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
So
I'm
it's
not gonna.
Maybe it's not manifestation. It's just self-confidence.
Yeah, like I know I'm right for the job, and then I just hope that they choose me. But I just had a feeling, I had a gut feeling that it was going to
That's
happen.
gonna happen.
But prior to that, you've set yourself to be the right person for the job
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you want that line of work.
yes, 100%.
So
I've
then
put
that
in the
process-
work.
Opportunity meets
yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah,
Because I think it's all about your intention. Like, say someone says, "I want to be rich." The manifestation part is to then break down how that can be possible, and then every day, if you're just aiming to take small steps towards it, then the bigger goal will come in the end.
yeah, you got to put the work in.
Yeah,
As well as
instead of just saying it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be rich. I'm going to
like,
be rich.
what is that program? And it's a book as well. It's on Netflix, I think, and it's like you just say, "I'm going to be rich."
Oh,
Oh yeah,
the
that
Illuminati
podcast.
looking one. Yeah, I know what you're on about.
The Secret or something.
The
Yeah, the
Secret.
secret.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Oh,
was like,
that's
this
rubbish.
is the dumbest crap I've ever heard of in my life.
Bro,
It's
the
like
Colt's
me-
gonna come for you now.
It's
That's
like
it.
me, I don't care. It's like me just being like, I'm going to be a basketball player. Like, and play at the NBA.
I'm 5'8"
not,
and
'cause
ginger.
It took the words right out of my mouth. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's never going to happen.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, man, it was dope. And then the whole experience was just, it was
Yeah, I actually haven't heard this story at all.
it was the best week ever. So we went into rehearsals, and it was, the choreographers were Kevin and Marcel Wilson from the States. Two OG dancers danced for like Janet, Christina, and that, like the coolest guys ever. But I'd never met them before. And Josh Warmby was assisting. Shout out Josh Warmby. He was an incredible
Big up.
assistant. When you see someone do their job and you're like, you're very good at doing this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I know
Killed
he's a
it.
dope dance teacher and he choreographs, but actually as an assistant, his timing on when to chip in or when to solve a problem or when to do stuff was so like impeccable. Whereas sometimes you see assistants not doing enough or doing too much. And he was just like, he had that perfect balance of what to do.
That's
So
lit.
shout out Josh. And yeah, we went in, dope bunch of dancers, super nice guys. But Kevin and Marcel and Josh basically had to create the show.
You're on the spot.
Yeah, they prepped some stuff, but like they had to create the show because they'd never choreographed for Kelly before.
Right.
So like, you know, and we had 4 days rehearsals and then a show to do a 45-minute set.
Damn.
It was 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 40 to 45 minutes, something like that.
God, that's-
We weren't on stage the whole time, obviously.
No.
But
But even 4 days.
yeah, and like it's not even learning, it's creating, so it takes longer, right?
Mm.
And it's like you do 5 versions of each thing until you find
Yeah.
the thing that works. So it's not just like learning choreo. But it was just the most beautiful experience. Like I've never enjoyed a process of a job so much.
Really.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
the actual journey and the process, it was amazing. They made you feel so valued, which I always say is like a huge thing
Part
for
of
me,
you, yeah.
especially on like jobs in the dance industry and not
Mm.
feeling like bottom of the food chain.
Mm.
They really made you feel special. And one of the dancers on there, his name's Brett. And Brett basically made a TikTok dance challenge to Kelly Rowland's song Bump Like This, like
Right.
a couple of months ago or whenever it was. And he like was saying, he kind of manifested that he's going to dance for Kelly Rowland. He was saying to his friends, like, one day I'm going to dance for her.
Right.
So twos, he ends up dancing for her, right?
Because
So-
of this TikTok.
No.
Just happened.
Just happened to,
Right.
like, he booked the job. So then in rehearsals, the day Kelly was in, she was eating her lunch and she found out that the choreographers had just found out that Brett made this dance challenge
Right.
and that it's like one of the most viral dance
Mhm.
challenges of 2023.
Went massive.
Like massive. And then she was literally eating her food, and she found out, and she stopped eating and was like, "What? Like, that's you?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, she got her phone out, scrolled. "This? You did this?"
Right.
And he's like, "Yeah." And like you could see like the amazement on her face.
Right.
And Brett was just like, you could tell he was like, "Oh my God, what's what's
Yeah.
happening here? Like, this is crazy." And he explained like that he did it, and like he was like, "I've always said like I'm gonna dance for you one day."
Right.
And she was like, "Isn't it amazing how things just pan out?" And she was like, "I want to say thank you so much for doing that, because you've helped my record like pop again."
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Bro, it's huge,
It's a
especially for an
massive
artist.
statement,
Like
yeah.
that's like, you've helped my record pop again. And she was like, "Well, you know, it feels like it's only right that we do your TikTok on stage."
Dope.
So we opened that song, Bump Like This,
No
with Brett's
way.
choreo
Is
on
it?
stage.
That's it.
Like, bro, I've never met an artist
Do that.
that would even be like, just like that. Like, she didn't know him. It's not like they'd been dancing together for 6 months and they're friends and they're like, "Yeah, like, let's do
Yeah.
this." They'd just met that day.
And she just scrolled
They'd
and saw
met
it.
that day, and she was like, "Yo, let's put your choreo at the beginning."
I was thinking about
That's
this
crazy,
the other
isn't
day.
it?
Actually, it's like we kind of put celebrities on this pedestal, but they are just us.
Yeah, 100%.
And actually, like someone seeing a challenge to your music, because you know, she puts her heart and soul into that. It's probably still really touching.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To
Yeah.
have someone like rock out to your song.
Yeah.
Especially if they're genuine. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like creatives, they all share the same mindset.
Some do, but some are so controlling that they would never
Yeah.
allow that to happen.
Or
It-
haven't
it
even written the track themselves.
It has to
Do
be.
you
Yeah,
know
but
what
some creatives want it to be
Whoops,
all about.
shade.
Some creatives want it to be all about them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're not willing to share the glory.
But
They're
I feel
not-
like she knows herself. Like,
Bro,
how,
it
what
was
she's done.
and she's an OG. It's not
Yeah.
like she's like a year into a career.
No.
Do you know what I mean? She's 25 years deep.
What
Like-
was she like on set? Like,
Bro, she's just incredible. Like,
can you talk about that?
yeah, probably my favorite artist I've ever worked for.
Right. Dope.
Like,
That's crazy.
her and Nicole. Like, Nicole's
Mhm.
dope as well. Scherzinger. Like, they're quite similar in like they're so professional and they're so just like on their shit. Like, she came in on the day, the last day of rehearsals, and learnt everything.
What, on one day?
Yeah. Obviously, she knows the words to her songs, but like, but like, she learned her show that day.
Really?
Yeah, man, and just
That's
so
so-
calm. Like, I've never like just so composed, and you're just like, there's no nerve. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's nervous, but like, you wouldn't know. Like,
No.
she's just like, "Yeah, cool. Can we just do that bit again?
Mm.
Can we do that section a few more times?" And you're like, "Yo, this is why you're like Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is why you were in Destiny's Child. Like, you are."
That's the difference between experience, isn't it? Like,
Bro, experience is everything.
yeah, literally. She's been through it,
Mm.
all of it. She's probably had so much stress at times that she's like, this is nothing.
This is chilling. This
This
is
is
my music.
nothing.
And she probably felt comfortable because I bet, like, you know, Kevin and Marcel made such a good environment for
Mm.
us all to work in
Mm.
that, like, I always say, like, energy trickles from the top, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they were the leaders of the room. Obviously, she was their boss, but they kind of set the dynamic of the room from day one.
Mm.
And you could feel like every time I went into the space, every day, all it was like hard work and love, and like everyone pushing to be the best them.
Yeah.
And bro, I've never been in a rehearsal or on a set where everyone's like that.
The team seemed mad.
Yeah.
The
And
people-
Yeah,
obviously-
that was a selected team.
And obviously,
You know
Anders was my opposite. So
Oh.
like, it's like the dream
what I mean? He must
opposite.
have roasted
so
you.
lit.
Bro, he roasted me. But do you know what? Like, it's so dope because I was like, you know, he's a very good friend. He's probably my favorite dancer. For me, he's definitely the best male working dancer. And like, opposite him, it made me like pull up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It made me be like, yo, like,
Because if a new kid off the block came and was your opposite, you probably wouldn't have worked as hard.
I would have, but I would have been like, I'm gonna show you the ropes. Whereas
Right.
with Anders, I was like, yo, like, Anders does this all the time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Tours all the time, does big shows all the time. The last time I performed like a live show for an artist was 7 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And like, so Josh Warmby had told the choreographers, like, you know, Kane's kind of semi-retired and like, he doesn't.
He called you out.
Yeah. He was just saying like that I'm very selective with like work, and because
Right.
they were like asking Josh about like what people get up to,
Mm.
and like, you know, does Kane work a lot? And he was saying like he used to, but he
Mm.
doesn't really work anymore. He prefers teaching. You know, all true facts.
Yeah, for sure.
And they said to me like, how come? And I was like, oh, you know, just just where my life has fallen. I love teaching. And they were like, yo, you should still do this. You still got it. And, you're like, I don't know why. Not that I needed confirmation, but to hear it from someone who is so experienced and so high in their game, it just made me be a bit like,
ooh,
I don't know.
I still get this.
I still got it, but it made me feel proud.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, yo, like, I've been out of it a long time, and I can still do it.
Just hop straight back in.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Do you reckon you try and do it a bit more now?
I was my exact question.
For them, I would.
Yeah.
I'd work for them any day.
How did the job even come to be? Like, how did
Manifestation.
I watched The Secret this one time.
What do you mean, bro?
Like, how did you get seen and selected?
I have no idea.
Okay.
My agent just messaged me.
Right,
saying,
through your agent.
Is this something? Are you available on these dates?
Right.
And I said, what for? And he told me Kelly Rowland, and I was like, I can be.
Absolutely.
I can be available. Yes, I can.
Right. All right.
And then I'm assuming they probably send off like headshots or like, and I bet they look at like your Instagram bit, like, and stuff like that, right? Did I tell you my secret trick?
Yes, you put a photo of you next to Nicole.
Yeah, so like I knew that day, if they were searching for us and they didn't send off headshots and stuff, they're probably going to find us on Instagram and see what we're up to. And obviously all my Instagram is very teaching heavy, not performing heavy. So I was like, yo, I need to show them the light that I want to be seen in. So I'm going to post a photo of me next to Nicole Scherzinger looking ginger and wham.
When you posted that, I was like, what is he up to?
Yeah.
Because I know every time you post something, there's an intention. I was like,
so I
he's
was
up
like,
to something.
But again, that's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You intended. So you set it out.
And I told Tom straight away what I was going to do, didn't I? I
Yeah,
was like, I'm going to do
literally.
this today, watch. So I put this photo up. It got loads of engagement, like loads of love. Like, had like, for me, 700 likes is quite a lot for a photo. Like,
yeah, for a photo.
So I got 700 likes. Everyone's like, yes, Kane body, wham, all this shit. And I was like, I know that today's the day they're going to look on my Instagram, and that's the first thing they're going to see.
Is wow.
How can they not be like, we should hire him? Because I'm showing you that I'm able to do the job that you're going to hire me for. Like,
You're showing
for a
them your
female
chest.
artist. Yeah, I'm showing you that I look wham.
Amazing.
Shame that's not now.
It's so disrespectful.
Let's see, what are you packing?
Bruh, the heat.
It's like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
I'd knock him out. I'd take him.
I'd like to see you try.
Stop flirting, you two.
Because-
Yeah, man. So just like, I feel like I not manipulated the game, but like I
You
played the game.
Of course.
I played the game because I kind of know how the game works, and it truly paid off.
Yeah.
And shout out to everyone I did the job with, and Kelly and her team. It was just amazing, and I hope I get to do it again. Pretty please, thank you, bye. Oh, I didn't have a good show though.
Did you not?
No, have I not told you I sulked after the show?
No.
I had a proper bitch fit, bro.
Did you mess
So-
up or something?
Huh?
Did you mess up?
Yeah, but it was bare mistakes, bro. We learned
Yeah.
the show in 4 days. But like, I made one mistake, like choreo-wise, which was minor. Didn't care about the mistake. Mistakes happen. Basically, I had like Hallie wants something. I had these like fake Timberland shoes on,
Right.
and the bottoms of them were like kind of like a plasticky rubber, and the stage was like a little bit dusty. So on the opening like step, bro. First of all, I was nervous, bro.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, I was nervous. I never get I say never get nervous, but like I haven't felt nervous like
Yeah.
that in such a long time. So we walked out the opening number. Hallie, stop. We walked out the opening number, and I'm ready, and I could feel I was a bit like, ooh, like
That
I had to take deep breaths.
Yeah.
And I was doing the whole like what I do when I'm nervous. I was telling myself I'm amazing. I was like, you're made for this. Like, Kane, you're amazing. Like, you got this. Beginning, dun 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 dun, boom, like that. I step out like the opening step, super powerful, just like I did every time in rehearsals. And my foot planted, and then I started to feel my foot
Sliding
beginning
out.
to slide backwards, and I was like, "Oh my
No.
god, do not wobble or fall." And then I could feel,
You
know when you
squeezing your
do you know
legs
when you
together.
squeeze,
like-
you're trying to stabilize your
Yeah,
one
yeah.
foot. I could feel my right leg then shaking where I was stabilizing, and I was thinking, I hope no one can see my right leg
Yeah.
shaking. Yeah, and then like got past that moment, but it was the very opening step. The
Yeah.
first thing I did
Set the tone.
set me for fear. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I felt like the whole show I danced at 80% of my ability instead of
Right.
100 because I had that moment of fear of like I could stack it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I know I didn't dance in my best, and then we're really fortunate. Like she gave us all like solo moments in the show to freestyle or do whatever we wanted for 40 seconds or a minute, whatever it was, to whatever song we wanted.
Major as well, that.
Bro, nuts.
That
I
is
mean,
crazy.
granted, they did spell my name wrong. Which
How did they spell it?
Kayne. It wasn't Kelly's team. It was someone above them who did the screen. But like Kane, like, can it get easier? Like, it's 4 letters. Anyway, minor. Still grateful. So everyone like chose their songs. I chose something which I was like, right, it's Mighty Hoopla. It's like a kind of a gay festival. I'm going to choose a song which fits in that environment.
Right.
And I'm just going to make it a bit fun, cheeky, chappy, right? So it's cool, like, loved the song, can't remember what it was now, but it was dope. Went out, come out, started, I was like, I'm going to take my top off, like, make them all cheer, do you know what I mean? So I shimmied, took my top off, run, no, I'll show you the video later. In fact, if you want, like, we can upload it, we'll put it up now, right now. So I run, I jump off the stage, I jump off the, like, step, and I slip, bro. As soon as my feet hit the floor, I slip, and you see me rock backwards. And I was like, from then, bro, I was like, oh my God. Like, I almost stacked it in front of 33,000 people. Like, what the fuck?
33?
Yeah, right. So then I'm nervous, do you know what I mean? But I was like, keep going, Ginge. Like, you've got this. Started dancing, did some breaking. Was a bit hesitant and a bit nervous, but I was like, just commit. Like, don't hold back. So I do this move called the toothpick. And it's called the toothpick because I did this move.
Is that toothpick?
Yeah, toothpick.
Right.
I did this move when I was 18 and knocked my 2 front teeth out.
Right.
Landed on my chin. So I do the toothpick.
That's not a problem, is it?
Well, hear me out. So I do the move, kick, but like you have to push off the floor on one leg and kick the other.
Right.
But my pushing foot lost traction, so my legs went up, but my body didn't get enough height. So I came down and murked my chin on the floor.
Oh, mate.
And felt my whole mouth go numb and my teeth jarred together. And then I finished it, like, my face was killing, bro. Like, and there's a photo of me, like, right after it happened, we all hit final position, and you can see I'm, like this.
Gritting your teeth.
I'm moving my tongue around to see if I've cracked my teeth.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I've spent $2.5 grand on fake teeth. Like, and that's all I was thinking, bro, is, oh my God, I've knocked my teeth out. And it kind of, like, zapped the energy from me for the rest of the show. We still had, like, another song left, but I was just kind of a bit, like, not over it, but I was so, like, I don't know, I felt like all my adrenaline left my body.
Can you see in the video that you cracked your chin?
The angle that it's at, if I showed you, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can see it there. But you wouldn't know. No one knew, bro. No one knew what happened.
Right.
Like, and then everyone thought that my first slip, that thought I did it on purpose to be like, wee, just playing.
Right.
No, bitch, I almost died.
So what was the first slip? What did you do?
So I run and I jump off the steps and I land both feet and my feet go from underneath me and I catch myself and it looks like I'm doing it like being silly.
Right.
Because I laugh about it and I play it off. But no, bro.
Professional performer.
Experience.
So I murked my teeth on the floor.
I'd be
I
crying.
get up.
I'll be on my ass. That's what I'll be.
I hit my pose in it, try to look sexy at the same time, wanting to cry. So,
Bruh. Your teeth all right?
Well, so anyway, we finished the show. Everyone's buzzing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's gassed. It wasn't the perfect show. All the spacing and everything rechanged on the day. But it was as perfect as the show could have been with, like, the preparation we had, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I had to leave straight away because I wasn't in a good mood. And I was having, like, a typical Ginger Kane moment where it's like, instead of just being like, yo, we smashed it, I was so angry at myself. And I was frustrated because I felt like I felt so prepared. Like, the night before rehearsals, like, bro, we danced it, like, in rehearsal. And I was like, I am going to murder this show. I was like, this is what I was made to do. And then it just didn't turn out that way. Do you know what I mean? So I had to leave everyone and I went
But
and
you
sat
probably still killed it.
Yeah, maybe to everyone else's standards, but not to mine.
Right.
Like,
But sometimes I think you kill it more when those situations happen because someone, say probably me, I'll probably be on my bum.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
But I know that it wasn't the best me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
like it's like as if it was a let's say it's a fight. Like, yeah, you still won, but you had a piss poor performance. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's
Still
how
won.
it felt. That's how it still won. That's how it felt. Yeah, I still got paid. Still danced with Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
It was still dope. But I couldn't enjoy it because I was so frustrated. So I went and sat on my own, had a little tear on my own, like, just frustration.
Yeah.
Then some people come down and they were like, yo, you okay? I was like, yeah, I just need a minute. Like, it's cool. And then finally got over it and went and enjoyed. And now I look back, I'm like, yo, like, I could dance with Kelly Rowland. Like, one of my dreams has come true. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know about you guys, but I'm that person that if it doesn't go as perfect as I planned, I'm annoyed. And I wasn't annoyed because I made a mistake. I was annoyed because it was something which, like, it was a situation that wasn't on me.
No, it's out of your control.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if I messed up an arm, I'd be like, yo, I'm human, we make mistakes. But it's the fact that, like, I felt like one of my tools, and this sounds like such a don't blame your tools thing, hindered me. Do you know what I mean?
What, the boots?
Yeah, because I was slipping.
Mm.
I know they say don't blame your tools.
Did you spray them beforehand?
Nah.
Maybe that's the lesson.
Yeah, maybe ask for real Timberlands and not fake ones.
Or just bring hairspray.
Yeah, true say. But I didn't know because it wasn't in the tech rehearsal. I wasn't slipping. Do you know what I mean? When I wore the boots, I wasn't slipping because
Must have been the dust
from the whole day had built up.
But then again, maybe they.
Well, it's just one of those things.
Yeah,
like it's
completely out of.
It's completely nobody's fault whatsoever.
No.
Just
But you danced for Kelly Rowland. Fuck.
yeah,
You killed it.
Congrats,
100%.
bro.
I have cracked my tooth though.
Have you?
Did
you?
Yeah, you can't see it like this, but if I go in the mirror, I had a weird taste in my mouth. I was like, something's up. And if you look, you can see inside the tooth is cracked.
Right. Well, okay.
Yeah, my front teeth, like at the front, but you can only see it in like real bright light.
Right.
So you're going back out to get them redone?
No, I'll wait till I do the next Kelly job and then I can pay for new teeth.
Next Kelly job.
Yeah, manifesting, bro.
Manifesting.
Started now.
The secret.
Manifesting.
The
Yeah,
secret.
so that was Kelly. That was pretty fantastic.
Congrats, bro.
Thanks, bro.
That's massive.
That was
is lit.
that was 20 minutes on me talking about myself and Kelly Rowland, but
I've been wanting to hear the story, so I'm here for it.
fair play. What
I'm
you
here
been up to?
I've been filming. I've been building.
Building.
Well, business as always.
Oh, I thought you meant like a
business,
wall.
yeah.
I was like, what have you been building, bro?
The Great Wall of China.
Whoa.
No, I've just been like, we're at the point
Nice.
now. No, we're just at the point now where we need to either move or get more space now. So just trying to
A bigger videography studio.
that
Gym. Everything.
everything. I'm trying to. There's a building I'm looking at the moment which could be everything. Videography studio.
We need to bring Tom to the studio.
Yeah, man.
I'm so on that.
We
Yeah.
can get
So
a gym
on that.
session as well.
Yeah, you guys better be ready, especially you.
I'm a PT just saying.
This guy.
Okay, the
those
forearm
forearms?
gains are pretty wham. I'm actually really envious of the forearm gains.
Just spend time by yourself and
We're good.
That'll
What's
be
the left
popping.
like?
not too bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
Not as
not bad.
It's not.
It's
It's
just
not.
from always having to put his hair in a fucking bun, bro. Is this
Yeah.
motion? It's moving the wrist behind his head and putting his hair in his bun.
Love it.
No, but we went and did work with ArtsEd for a few days in London.
How was
Oh,
that?
nice.
Good. That's such a good college, man.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like you watch like the classic Step Up movie film where they go to that performers college
Yeah.
and everyone's singing and dancing. It is that. Everyone is constantly like, you walk down the corridors. It's massive. Have you ever been there before?
No, I haven't,
It's
but
like-
I've heard it's like
Oh,
that.
it's mad. It's like 200 studios.
200.
It's something like that. It's just outrageous. Like,
How many students they got there?
well, it's year 7 to end of university,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
all the way through.
It's a
So
whole
you got
school.
it's a whole school. It's massive in Chiswick, and you literally walk down the corridors and people are like one studio's
Yeah.
singing, one person's tap dancing. It is proper like Step Up vibes.
Real triple threats out there.
Yeah, and they are talented kids. That's a dig at something somewhere.
Just being an idiot. Go on.
Yeah, it's just dope. And you treat with a lot of respect there. So yeah, filmed for them for a few days, which is dope.
Sick. I'd like to go there. I'd say get me to come and teach.
I tried. I'm
Oh.
trying. I got you, homie.
Safe, bro.
I was having dinner with one of the staff after,
Is
and
it?
I was like, my boy Kane.
Nice.
I'm trying to get a sports rehab in there as well.
I don't
Really?
do that, but
No, but I've got I've got physios.
did they say when you had my boy Kane? Did they go?
Callie.
Yeah, they
Just call her Callie.
Oh, Callie. I'll keep on doing that. Hallie.
There you go. I was like, she can be like.
It's other Mason's dog, isn't it?
What are you
Ah,
Yeah,
don't call her
Callie.
So yeah, I am trying to get you in there.
Safe, bro.
I'm on
Appreciate
it. I'm working on it.
it. Tom, I got a question for you.
Let's hear it.
Almost, well, in a week's time, it will be a year since you graduated.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier.
It's a full-on year.
Yeah.
What's graduate life been like?
Oh my goodness. You actually can't prepare for it. Like, you actually can't. It's nothing you expect.
Talk us through it.
So when you're at college, you really don't understand how easy it is. Everything is done for you. You got your lessons, you're going in, you're made to feel pretty great all of the time. You've got someone helping you out, giving you corrections. You leave, and then you have all this time, but then you also still have to pay the bills. Like, you actually then have to start paying bills.
Be an adult.
Yeah, council tax. That was $250 a month for me, because obviously I was still living with students. So then, yeah, at the beginning, I had a 9 to 5, and for me, that was the hardest part, because I worked in
a job.
Bro,
What job were you doing?
I was in a warehouse, and I actually got quite like mentally
That's
ill.
the forearm games. That is.
Yeah.
But he didn't do no work. I just saw him freestyling at 5 a.m. in his boots.
Yeah,
Like,
literally. But I'd have to walk like an hour, and then it was through winter as well, so it was just long. It was so cold.
But I think you got to do that.
I'm
got to
so
do the shit
grateful.
job.
So grateful I did
it makes you work harder to
Yeah.
get the good jobs.
It made me
Do you know what I
so
mean?
hungry, but it also told me that none of it matters unless you're happy. Like, unless you're doing something
Yeah.
that fulfills you. That was the biggest thing. So I left the warehouse pretty soon on. Like, that's when I was doing a lot of eco talks, because I think I was subconsciously trying to make myself feel better.
and Ego Talks like a podcast on it.
Yeah. And we like that now. We're really sitting back, and the time will be right when for that to come out. But I was kind of trying to force that to make myself feel better in that situation.
Was that like in line to try and give you purpose?
Yeah, it was almost, I was trying to help other people with their mental health, because I
what
was
you were
actually helping
experiencing.
my mental health.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
was helping a lot of people, but then it consumed me because I forgot about myself. And then I had a moment where I just realised, like, yo, I'm just in this warehouse. And then ever since I left that, everything changed.
Is it?
Everything. So these last 6 months have been the best 6 months of my entire life.
So
hands down.
what happened since leaving the warehouse?
I started really just creating my own schedule and like really planning everything.
You guys keep going.
This dog.
What's this dog doing? Yeah,
So yeah, really started just creating my own schedule.
This
Started.
looks so dodgy on camera right
God,
now.
yeah. What is she after? So yeah, it's just food. Of course it was. She could just smell it. Yeah, started just even gym. I was on my admin all day, every day. I started really like working on my self-practice, and then I just started looking for a tutoring job, like helping kids, which linked into Eco Talks with their mental health. So I got a very flexible job, something that was paying better money than the warehouse, but I'd be doing 2 or 3 hours a day.
Right.
So then it freed me up. In the morning, I'd still get up as early, but then it would all be on me. Then after, very soon after, maybe 3 weeks, dance jobs started picking up. Even agencies started picking up, because one day I just went round the whole of London with my headshot, my CV.
Check this out. This is gangster.
Just woke up one day and thought, I'm going to every agency in London with my headshot CV, walked in and just
through the door.
just introduced myself.
Right.
Through that, got with MCK. Got a couple of other
Is
ones
it?
as well.
Like, that's a hard one to get.
The same
thing
day.
is, like, it's so like old-fashioned, but also
No one's doing it.
Actually,
one's
shout
doing
out
it.
to Tina. Tina said it first.
is it?
Yeah, she said, why don't you just, like, when they see you, it'll be so different to an email.
Because everyone, bro, think how
They
how
must
many
get
emails.
thousands a day.
Like they must get so many emails, and they all sound and look the same.
Yeah,
So to get, like, in this day and age, someone just turn up.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that changed everything, because of how hungry I was after the warehouse. I've been messaging them every day, just like, yo, what's going on? Trying to update my shots, what would you recommend doing? And they're sending a lot through, which is good. Then obviously got to work with Janet Jackson.
Is it?
That's pretty epic.
That's pretty epic.
At 21 for me, that was.
Fuck yeah. I wish.
What was the job?
It was actually for her son's birthday party.
Right.
And it was incredible. It was just.
So what doing what?
We
Fill me in.
basically, the son wanted like lots of police officers, and then Dean Lee choreographed it,
Right.
and we all did this little set bringing out his cake and stuff, and then we got to just freestyle the
That's so
whole
dope.
time, because he had this massive party, and then obviously Janet was dancing, and that was just insane.
That's mad.
Like literally this close, just dancing with us, and it's like, what is going on? And then obviously this job we've just done, and then obviously there's been a lot, there's a lot more that have been in the gaps. Do you know what I mean? But it's now starting to. I'm mainly just doing now, just dance work or acting work or
It's
set
turning
stuff.
it's turning into the full-time hustle.
Oh,
Congrats, man.
literally. No, thank you. Like I every day now, I'm so blessed. Like I just thank myself and I thank the universe or whatever it was. But
What would you tell, like, obviously you know loads of people who are like graduating now.
yeah,
Like, what advice would you give them, like, a year deep?
don't
What
put
was that
expect.
noise, bro?
Oh, that sounds nice. Don't
Someone's
put.
phone by a mic.
Wasn't me.
I don't know. Carry on.
Don't put any expectation on what you think is going to happen. Literally, like Ricky, I remember him saying it, and yeah, he helped me so much with just the mindset of it. Because after just during the warehouse, I just said, "Can I just come and talk to you about it all?" And yeah, I remember him saying like, "This dog,
She wants treats, bro.
she's had about 5."
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, "Put no expectation," because I started just
Come here.
almost.
Just allow her.
Yeah, you just expect more instantly almost, or you think that you're going to come out and it's just going to be job, 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 job. And actually what you learn is it's about how you want to live your actual life. Like, so I started not putting expectation on how I'm going to live my life and going with it. And through doing that, it's now blossomed into something I never thought it could be at such a young age. At 22, I'm like, wow, this level of happiness, I hope everyone in their lifetime gets to feel this at some point, you know, to feel this free. And to know that you're actually now financially getting no help from, you know, family members or anything. You're doing it all by yourself. You know, it's beautiful, really.
That's
Sick.
dope. Very mature approach to it as well. Like, but it sounds to me like you're not even trying to chase like arbitrary success,
No.
but more
What does arbitrary mean?
arbitrary is like made up.
Mm.
Like we all have an idea of what success is. It's
Oh, yeah,
different
for
from
sure.
person to person, right? And actually chasing what makes your life feel complete.
Yeah, literally fulfillment.
Yeah.
Like waking up and being...
Just small things like the eco talks and stuff.
Exactly.
Like,
or helping the kids out. Like, one kid came back and he was like, yeah, I've just left the gang I was in. You know, like, and that happened 2 weeks ago, and I was just like...
That's a fulfilling moment right there.
That is so beautiful, because you can have this expectation, I want to do this job, this job, this job. And I've been told by so many people that that's their dream job, and they get on it, and it's the job that's made them not want to do what they're
trying to
bro,
do.
ever again.
I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Literally, you're probably the first person to ever say that to me.
Like, it's a job. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
But it is a job.
Like, it doesn't change who you are.
No.
It doesn't change anything outside of the job.
No.
Like, yeah, it might make you feel good in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It might help build your ego. It might make you feel happy. But is it going to give you long-term happiness? Probably not. It's going to give you a little bit of money, which can help you.
Yeah.
But you're probably not going to get paid for a month.
It's what you do with that. It's what you do with that happiness, I think. Like, when you're in that position, how do you set yourself up for when you're going to go back through that low moment? And knowing that those low moments are going to come. Like, I think I had it in my head that when I was at college, like, I can't be the person to go through anything low, like, anymore. I'm like, my mentality's undefeated.
The camera.
And then when you go through it, it's such a shock, because you're like, how has this happened to me? You know. And obviously, when I was at college, I think I got a little bit of like God complex through eco, because obviously I was only one of the, you know, very rare people that was actually freestyling or battling. So I'd walk into a room, people would, eco flow, eco. You start thinking you're someone, I don't know, like you just feel famous in that little bubble.
Yeah.
Then you leave.
You are the big fish in the smaller pond.
Exactly. Then you go out and shout out to Space to create the best training. Like, so great. And doing that, obviously with so many more people that then also do everything you're doing, you're like, okay, now I've got to really rethink about how I'm going to
up your game,
grow, and you do. But it's that expectation that can really, you know, people leaving that are like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Just focus on each day how you can better yourself. Like, how can you put something in place that's going to last, like the gym, your diet. Can you get up earlier? Can you start writing your goals for the month? And King, sort of the best advice is treat each month like a new year. So you reschedule your timetable.
Right.
So each month now is a new year for me. Instead of waiting like, oh God, 2023 is not going well. Well, if you treat each month, exactly.
There's this interesting idea which I was reading just today. I can't remember. It's the something paradox, where if you give a certain time frame or a certain amount of resources, it will take that long to fulfill that job.
Mm-hmm.
So if you gave yourself a year to, I don't know, raise this amount of money or change this behaviour, whatever, it would take that year.
Or
But
longer.
if you give yourself, or longer,
Yeah.
if you go, I'm going to do this in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You might not get there, but you can be a lot closer than you would be
Yeah.
if you gave yourself
and
a
you'll
year.
be more hungry because then you'll hit 3 weeks and go,
Oh shit, I ain't made it yet.
yeah,
I'm
what
better
do I
put the
need to
fuck
do?
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you really do. But yeah, I think for anyone graduating, just don't expect to don't put expectation on yourself. Literally, just
No, but I think like something that I think you've done really well is again create that timetable.
yeah. Honestly, my missus, I've got to shout her out, Rio. If it wasn't for her, because I was in a bad mental way, I couldn't get out of bed for
Right.
me, and that was only for a couple of days. But for me, I've never had that in my life.
Mm.
I couldn't move. I didn't know what to do, and then she pulled me up. She just said, "Tom, you're being an idiot now. Shut up and
Get on with it.
get it together now."
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
That's what you need, a strong woman.
So go on, walk us through your day.
My day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm up at about 4:30, 5 now every
Right.
morning. I'll start meditating. I read a lot. I journal about what are the goals I'm trying to set for either that week, that month, or even that day.
Mm-hmm.
I write down just how I'm feeling, just so that I can reflect. I just love looking back through it and being like, God, that's crazy. That day I was feeling like this. And then I'll usually go to the gym, freestyle, stretch, either at the gym or outside at a park. Then I'll go to work for a bit, shoot with the kids. Then when I finish, I crack on with some admin because I just enjoy then sitting down because I've done quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I'll start looking at, I'll either go to London for either work or class, or, start freestyling, working on myself, revisiting choreo, looking at things like acting. And then, the admin's the big one because then you can start really putting things into place. And like, the anxiety goes when you know you're trying everything you can. Because you can't possibly do anything more.
Right.
But what I was getting to is a point where I'll be at the warehouse and be like, I'm actually not doing anything. Yeah. I'm just doing a 9 to 5 to pay the bills. But then I'm too tired when I get back because I know I've got work the next day, which creates anxiety.
Mm.
And it's so early in the morning that I've got no time to look after myself. Or
When I was in LA, I used to do the same thing. I used to have a schedule. I used to have this thing that if I knew I had done more than everyone else had done by 12 o'clock, like in the day, that I was going to win.
Yeah, literally.
Like, so I would wake up at like 5:36. I would go to the gym, or I'd go to yoga, or I'd go and hike.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do most of those things.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't do yoga all the time, just couldn't afford it. It's
Yeah.
so expensive. But like, I'd always go to the gym or I'd hike.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, if I've done those things, one of those things before most people wake up, I'm killing the game.
Yeah.
And then I get home back to my house by like 9:30, 10. I do all my my house stuff, like my laundry, wash my clothes. Like, it was always washing clothes because sweating because of dance class, innit? Then I'd have a few hours to chill, and I'd be like, yo, everyone is waking up, and I've got time to chill before class. Like, I'm winning.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that sounds so silly, but in my head, it gave me like a mental confidence,
Yeah, definitely.
or I felt like I had an edge over other people.
Well, you're physically doing more hours. Like, sleep is probably the best thing to gauge. If you can figure out how much sleep you definitely need, then you can arrange it so that you make the most of your day.
I used to take naps though in the day.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, I'm going to be tired by class at 8. So if I just have like a nice 40-minute nap in the day, hour nap, because I've done everything that everyone else is still trying to figure out, I'm going to be rested before I go and do class or before whatever's.
Then you're going to go do class. Yeah.
And I always felt like I was in the most physical condition, like the best physical condition over everyone else. So then even I had that in my back pocket mentally, like when I go to auditions and like, some guys, they'd be like, oh, you got to take off your top. They'd be so nervous. And everyone would start doing push-ups and stuff before they take off their top, or when they do and they line up, and I wouldn't do one.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't
you
need
know
to.
you're putting that work.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always say like, just, I'm always tour ready.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and still to this day, like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's not a day where I can't be like, I can go on stage shirtless today. And I know that doesn't determine success, but it gives me that mental edge that I'm ready. I'm ready for that opportunity.
And actually, that proved
comes in.
itself quite recently. Like, if you weren't stage ready for Kelly,
Probably
you had
wouldn't
no
have
time
got
to
it.
prepare.
And I looked incredible.
Not as good as my forearms, but
Fair play.
we'll give it.
Bro, I looked at it and I was like, yo, I'm 33 years old. Like, I'm not even chasing that career anymore. Like, for me, I look one of the best I've ever looked on stage.
They didn't look dissimilar
Yeah,
from when you were first doing it.
Bro, I look like I genuinely felt that. Like,
Probably a bit
how I
bigger,
physically
actually.
looked. Yeah, for
Like-
sure. But it's because just preparation, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you're not even mashing gym like that anymore.
No, never. Today I went and did 100 bodyweight squats, 100 push-ups, and 20 side raises, and then
Yeah.
sat in the sauna.
And you used to tell us this at college. You used to drill it with us, didn't you? Like inchworms, things like that.
Yeah,
Best thing for you.
full body. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Well, guys, Tom, you're quite inspiring young man.
Mhm.
Thank you, my friends. And no, I just do want to mention, like, bro, I'm so grateful for you.
I got you, bro.
Changed my life.
Grateful for
friend.
you. Grateful for you.
Grateful for you, Jake.
Ah,
No, honestly, he's always talking very high of you.
I don't know why.
No, neither really.
I'm not. Okay, I guess I do sometimes. Yeah, man. Life is good. Life is blessed. It's nice to get on here and chat. I hope
Yeah.
people can be inspired by you and take, I guess, what you say.
Where can
on
people
board.
find you?
In the park, freestyle.
With the wind. Yeah, Instagram, I'm going to give a little mention here. Tom, _M, Watson, __. Go follow that. And yeah, TikTok, recently blowing up.
Oh, no, before we go, we need to
Yeah.
talk about this. Before we go, we need to talk about this.
Oh, do I actually want to platform it one more
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, we do. Come on, so tell us the story.
How to ruin an NDA.
Yeah.
We don't,
Cut that.
we
That's
don't
gotta go.
advise this.
Yeah.
But go.
So we were on set, and we were just obviously in costume, and we're wearing these 1600s costumes. Yeah,
Like fancy pirates.
yeah.
Posh pirates.
And we were like, right, let's just get a couple of TikToks. And I actually had a meeting with my agency, and they mentioned to get on TikTok because of how much the algorithm can help anything as a creative. So anyway, we do this TikTok to Jay Huss's new song, and I accidentally, like, I've just drafted it, right? But I accidentally pressed post, and then I didn't know it was on there. Next thing, I come onto my phone. It's doing fairly well. So I think, right, I'm going to just leave it for the day, and then I'll probably take it off at the end of the day. And I was waiting for you to see it and be like, Tom, get this off now. And then that message
Daddy
didn't
Kane.
come through. Yeah. That message never came through. So then I leave it, like, the next day. I wake up, it's on like 57K. I'm thinking, right, one more day.
Numbers, baby.
Bro, that next day, it's on like 300,000. I'm like, okay, just one more day. It's on something like 500,000 now.
That's what happens
and
to me
then,
when I go one more drink.
yeah.
Okay, it feels good. One more.
Yeah. And then it's literally like a drug. And then Anthony calls me. He's on set with us.
Right.
But he wasn't there on this one day. And he goes, Link Up TV's posted it, which is like a 2 million.
How does that even happen? How do they just screen record?
They just screen recorded it. And that's followed by Drake, Dave, all these artists like Mo the Comedian.
Is Linked Up
Right.
TV a thing that's on social media, or is it a TV channel?
It's on Instagram.
Okay.
I think they've got a YouTube as well, but
Mhm.
it's something like 1.5 million followers.
Right.
So
Sick.
Mo the Comedian's on there anyway. They're commenting on it and stuff, and we look at it and it got something like instantly like 200,000 views. Now on Instagram that's different
Yeah.
because that's like a lot of views.
Yeah.
TikTok, loads of people getting millions all the time, but Instagram. So yeah, then after that, just I was going through my DMs and just job requests. And I was like, this is crazy. I've got to leave it up there now.
We permanent now.
Yeah.
That is mad that one video is giving you work though.
And a lot good jobs though. Like it is surprising, and that's what's now, it's motivated me to be on it.
I can't believe how much money people make off TikTok.
Well,
videos.
I heard we were talking about this the other day, didn't we? We were saying about people making tens of thousands.
Yeah,
the other day
yeah.
Earlier, sorry. And I heard statistics. I mean, like for every 100 followers on Instagram equals around $70. On TikTok, for every 100 followers, it equals like 50p or 50 cents or something. So that actually Instagram followers equates to more money,
Yeah.
but TikTok blows up
But it's
quicker.
just so hard to get Instagram. The best thing is blow up on TikTok. That will travel over to
to
Instagram,
Instagram.
and then set up YouTube. That's what I'm doing next, YouTube. Because once you've got your TikTok, then the Instagram, then they filter through. It's like Brett.
He does
YouTube's
all this
doing
stuff on
wow
YouTube
now.
innit?
He's got like 10,000 subscribers now. That will actually, you will get
We
paid.
should get Brett on here. That'd be dope.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
And Jam,
Yeah, for sure.
he killed it.
Yeah, he
Killed it. One of my best friends, and he absolutely murked Kelly. And he's what, 19?
Bruh.
It made me feel old.
And he's in good condition.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
He was so dope on that job, bro. I told you.
What was his freestyle set like?
Bad.
Yeah, it's sick. innit?
Annihilated.
Yeah.
So good. Gangster. Yeah, dope. Everyone go follow Tom's TikTok. And follow ours too.
Yeah. man.
Everything for us is at the Ins and Outs podcast.
We have a TikTok?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you not know that?
No, I did, but we don't really do anything with it, do we? Have you been posting?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go on TikTok.
If you need someone
I didn't even
to be a
download it.
little.
A little sign.
A little.
Yeah.
We are
Here
so
we are.
bad at it, mate.
It's so bad. I hate
so
it.
bad at it.
I hate it. I literally, whatever goes on Instagram, I just copy and paste it straight.
That's
to
straight
Yeah.
into.
I'm sure you're not meant to do that. I'm sure it's
No,
meant to
do
have
it.
its own little.
Oh,
way
do
of
you actually
filtering.
do that? Yeah, that will mess up the algorithm
Why?
because it literally knows if it's been on another platform. You want it to go straight on. You want to literally record it on TikTok and it to come straight out on. It's like when people take a TikTok video, they put it on their Instagram and it says like the little TikTok
TikTok,
filter.
Yeah, but it's got no filter or anything. Like it's just a MP4 file that I upload straight to TikTok. It's
Oh
not
yeah, so it's already from like your camera roll and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
got Instagram in the corner or some shit. It's not the same file,
Yeah. Oh
That
no, then
makes
you
sense.
can't. Yeah.
but we'll see. We're getting numbers.
I was like, oh, wait. I fell for that too.
No.
You will now. Now I'm on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
The
Tag,
eco.
tag, tag.
these forearms are gonna see that and I'll be
Yeah.
like, wow.
Show the camera your forearm, bruv.
Go and get right.
See that?
Boom.
Can we zoom in on that?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's five.
5
arms,
separate
bro.
muscle groups in that.
But seriously, what the fuck?
Just
Told you,
spend,
bro.
like I said,
Doing
spend
his-
more time tying up your hair.
Doing his pony.
I got 2.
Barely.
Now, I saw the jiu-jitsu, which I'll have to show you later because on that little threat earlier for the fighting.
I do Muay Thai. Just saying.
Yeah, same.
Do you?
On it, yeah.
Peace
These
out, guys.
elbows.
Thanks for watching. One love. Bye.